Welcome back to the coins. Today we are diving deep into one of the most fascinating topics in the world of coin collecting, the legendary Top Liberty coin and the mysterious 1967 piece that collectors around the world are searching for. Many people have ordinary coins in their pockets and do not realize that one rare detail can turn a simple coin into something worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. Some collectors even claim certain Liberty coins have reached values close to $787,976 in private auctions and collector markets. Imagine holding a coin in your hand that looks simple and old, but inside the world of numismatics it carries an incredible history. The Liberty design is one of the most famous images ever placed on American coins. The figure of Liberty represents freedom, independence, and the spirit of a nation. For more than a century, Liberty appeared on different coins including cents, nickels, dimes, quarters, and dollars. Each design variation, mint mark, and year can change the value dramatically. The story of Liberty coins begins in the 19th century when artists were asked to create a symbol of freedom for the young United States. Designers carefully sculpted the image of Liberty wearing a crown or cap, often surrounded by stars that represented the states of the nation. These coins were not just money. They were symbols of identity and pride. Over time, different mints across the country produced these coins and each mint left its own small mark. Now let us focus on the mysterious year that collectors talk about a lot, the year 1967. This period in American coin history was unusual because the government removed mint marks from coins for a few years to prevent collectors from hoarding new coins. Because of this decision, identifying special varieties from 1967 became more challenging. Some rare strikes, errors, and unusual finishes started appearing in circulation. When collectors later examined these coins closely, they discovered that a few of them were extremely rare. The Liberty design itself had already become legendary long before 1967. Coins featuring Liberty had circulated for decades and many designs were retired earlier in the 20th century. However, collectors often include certain transitional pieces, patterns, and commemorative issues when they talk about Liberty coins in the broader sense. These pieces sometimes appear in private collections and occasionally reach the auction market where the price can climb rapidly. The value of a coin depends on several important factors. Condition is one of the biggest reasons a coin can become extremely valuable. A coin that looks new even after decades is called uncirculated or mint state. These coins may show full detail, strong shine, and no heavy scratches. When a Liberty coin from the past appears in such high condition, collectors become very interested. Another important factor is rarity. If millions of coins were produced but only a few survived in excellent condition, those few examples can become very valuable. Auction houses often compete to sell the best examples. When two serious collectors want the same rare coin, the bidding can rise dramatically. Historical importance also increases value. Coins from important moments in history attract attention. The 1960s were a time of change in American coinage because the government removed silver from many coins. This created a transitional period where certain varieties became interesting to collectors. Any Liberty-themed piece connected to this era can spark curiosity. Many collectors dream of discovering a rare coin in everyday change. It sounds unlikely, but it has happened before. Someone might find an old coin in a drawer, a piggy bank, or a family inheritance. After closer inspection, they realize it is not ordinary at all. Sometimes the difference is a small detail like a doubled letter, a missing element, or an unusual strike. Professional coin grading companies play a big role in determining value. When a rare coin is discovered, it is usually sent to experts who examine it under magnification. They evaluate the condition and authenticity and then seal the coin in a protective holder. Once graded, collectors around the world can trust the quality of the coin, and this often increases the price significantly. Some of the highest prices ever recorded for rare Liberty-related coins have shocked the collecting community. Certain historical pieces have sold for hundreds of thousands of dollars and in rare cases close to $1 million. These prices usually occur when the coin is extremely rare, historically important, and in exceptional condition. The excitement of coin collecting comes from the possibility of discovery. Every coin carries a story from the past. It might have traveled through thousands of hands, across cities and generations. Yet sometimes a single coin survives in remarkable condition waiting to be rediscovered by a collector. When we talk about a value approaching $787,976, we are entering the world of elite numismatics where rarity and demand meet. Only a handful of coins ever reach such incredible prices. These coins are usually preserved carefully in collections, museums, or high-level auctions. If you want to start searching for valuable coins, there are a few things you should always remember. Check the date carefully. Look at the design details. Examine the edge of the coin and any mint marks. Even a small difference can change everything. Use a magnifying glass and good lighting to inspect your coins. Collectors also recommend learning about coin history. The more you understand about minting years, design changes, and production errors, the easier it becomes to spot something unusual. Many famous coin discoveries happened simply because someone paid close attention. The Liberty image remains one of the most powerful symbols in coinage history. From early American coins to later commemorative issues, Liberty continues to represent freedom and heritage. That is why collectors remain fascinated with Liberty designs even today. Some collectors spend years searching for the perfect example of a rare coin. They attend coin shows, auctions, and collector meetings. They exchange knowledge and stories about discoveries. For many of them, the journey is just as exciting as the value of the coin itself. The world of rare coins is full of mystery. Somewhere there might still be undiscovered examples hiding in old collections, forgotten drawers, or inherited boxes of coins. A single find could change the life of a collector overnight. So the next time you see an old coin, take a moment to examine it closely. It might look ordinary, but it could hold an extraordinary story and possibly a surprising value. If you enjoy exploring rare coins and hidden treasures from history, make sure to follow the channel Coins, where we uncover fascinating stories about valuable coins, rare discoveries, and the secrets that collectors search for around the world. Every coin has a story, and sometimes that story can be worth a fortune. Today we are diving deep into a coin that many collectors dream about finding in their pocket change. A small coin that looks ordinary at first glance but can carry an incredible story and sometimes an incredible value. Today we are talking about the famous top Liberty coin connected with the year 1987, a coin that collectors around the world continue to search for because certain rare versions have sold for extremely high prices. Some collectors even claim values reaching hundreds of thousands of dollars depending on condition, rarity, and special mint characteristics. Coins are not just pieces of metal. Every coin carries history, mystery, and sometimes hidden treasure. Many people pass coins through their hands every day without realizing that one small detail can turn an ordinary coin into something extremely valuable. The 1987 Liberty-related coins are one of those examples that continue to attract attention in the coin collecting world. Before we talk about the value, let us travel back in time. The Liberty design has always been one of the most iconic images in American coinage. For many decades, Liberty symbolized freedom, strength, and the spirit of a nation. Collectors love Liberty coins because they represent both art and history together. The year 1987 was a very interesting period in modern coin production. During this time, millions of coins were produced for circulation. Most of them were used daily in shops, vending machines, and banks. However, among those millions of coins, a few rare pieces appeared due to mint variations, special strikes, and unusual conditions that happened during production. The small letter D on a coin represents the Denver Mint. The Denver Mint has produced billions of coins over the decades. Coins from this mint are marked with the letter D to show where they were produced. Normally a Denver Mint coin is common, but sometimes special features or mint errors make a specific year extremely valuable. Collectors began noticing that certain 1987 Liberty coins appeared with stronger strikes, sharper details, and unusual surfaces. Some were preserved in perfect condition while others showed rare mint characteristics. These features are what make collectors excited because rarity is the key to value in coin collecting. Condition is one of the biggest factors when determining the value of a coin. A coin that has circulated for many years usually shows scratches, worn edges, and fading details. But when a coin is preserved in almost perfect condition, it becomes far more valuable. Professional grading companies examine coins carefully and assign them grades based on quality and preservation. A high-grade coin can sometimes be worth hundreds or even thousands of times more than the same coin in average condition. This is why collectors often search through old jars of coins, bank rolls, and inherited collections hoping to find a hidden gem. Now let us talk about the market excitement surrounding rare Liberty coins connected to the 1987 D Mint mark. In the coin market, there are moments when collectors discover unusual specimens that attract massive attention. Auctions become intense and prices rise quickly as collectors compete to own a rare piece. In some cases, extremely rare coins have been reported with values reaching astonishing numbers. Collectors sometimes discuss values approaching $700,000 or even more when a coin is unique, perfectly preserved, and historically significant. The figure of $787,976 has been mentioned in discussions about rare high-grade examples and special collector pieces connected with Liberty-themed coinage. However, it is important to understand that not every coin from that year is worth such an amount. The majority of coins are still common circulation pieces worth only their face value. The incredible prices appear only when a coin has exceptional characteristics such as perfect grading, rare mint conditions, or unusual errors. Mint errors are another fascinating part of coin collecting. During the minting process, machines strike blank metal pieces to create coins. Occasionally, something unexpected happens. A coin might be struck slightly off-center, a design might appear doubled, or a small mistake may occur during production. Instead of being destroyed, some of these coins enter circulation and later become prized collector items. Collectors spend years studying tiny details such as the thickness of letters, spacing of numbers, and even microscopic differences in the design. These small differences can separate an ordinary coin from a rare treasure. The Liberty design itself has always attracted collectors because it represents a powerful symbol. Lady Liberty appears strong, proud, and timeless. Her image has been used on many coins throughout history, including famous pieces like silver dollars, half dollars, and commemorative coins. When collectors talk about top Liberty coins, they often refer to coins where the word Liberty appears prominently at the top of the design. These coins have become iconic because the lettering stands out clearly and beautifully. The coin collecting community has grown tremendously over the years. What was once a quiet hobby has now become a global market where collectors from different countries participate in auctions, online trading, and exhibitions. Rare coins travel across the world and sometimes end up in museum collections or private vaults. One reason people love collecting coins is the possibility of discovery. Imagine finding a coin in your pocket change that turns out to be worth thousands of dollars. Stories like this have happened before and they inspire collectors to keep searching. Some collectors use magnifying glasses, microscopes, and special lighting to examine coins closely. They check for mint marks, date variations, unusual surfaces, and rare patterns. The thrill of discovery is what makes coin collecting so exciting. If you ever come across a coin from 1987 with a D Mint mark and a strong Liberty design, it might be worth taking a closer look. Check the details carefully. Look for unusual features, sharp lettering, and clean surfaces. A coin that appears ordinary at first could potentially have hidden value. The global coin market continues to evolve as collectors become more knowledgeable and auctions become more competitive. Prices for rare coins have increased dramatically over the years because collectors recognize the historical and artistic importance of these small pieces of metal. Another interesting aspect of coin collecting is preservation. Experts recommend storing valuable coins in protective holders to prevent damage. Humidity, scratches, and improper handling can reduce the value of a coin significantly. Serious collectors always handle coins carefully by the edges to avoid fingerprints and surface damage. Stories about rare coins often spread quickly online and spark curiosity among new collectors. Videos, forums, and collector groups share information about unusual discoveries and rare auction results. This helps collectors stay informed and continue learning about the fascinating world of numismatics. The journey of a coin from the mint to a collector's display case can be very long. Some coins travel through thousands of hands before someone realizes their importance. Others are saved immediately and preserved for decades. The 1987 Liberty-related coins remind us that even modern coins can become collectible treasures. While older coins often attract the most attention, modern issues sometimes surprise collectors with unexpected rarity and value. As we look at the history and market interests surrounding these coins, one thing becomes clear. Coin collecting is not only about money. It is about history, art, discovery, and the thrill of the hunt. Each coin tells a story about the time in which it was created. So next time you receive change from a shop or open an old coin jar, take a moment to look closely. A small detail might reveal something special. Many great coin discoveries have started with a simple glance at a pocket coin. The world of Liberty coins continues to fascinate collectors across generations. Whether you are a beginner or an experienced numismatist, there is always something new to learn and explore. Thank you for spending time with us today on the channel Coins. If you enjoy discovering rare coins, hidden treasures, and the stories behind them, stay tuned for more fascinating coin journeys. The next valuable coin might already be waiting somewhere in your collection. Today we are diving into one of the most fascinating and mysterious coins that collectors and treasure hunters talk about again and again. Many people believe that some rare Liberty coins could be worth an unbelievable amount of money. Some stories even claim values reaching hundreds of thousands or even close to $800,000 for extremely rare examples. One particular coin that often sparks curiosity among collectors is the 1996 Liberty coin. Imagine holding a simple coin in your hand. At first glance it may look ordinary. It may have been sitting in a jar, a drawer, or even passed through your hands many times while buying something small. But sometimes hidden among everyday coins there are rare pieces that collectors search for all over the world. The Liberty design is one of the most iconic symbols in American coin history. For generations the image of Liberty has represented freedom, independence, and the spirit of a nation. The story of Liberty coins begins long before the 1996 coin. For more than 200 years the United States has produced coins featuring Lady Liberty in many different artistic forms. Early Liberty coins were produced in the late 1700s and early 1800s. Back then, coins were not only money but also works of art. Skilled engravers created detailed designs that symbolized hope, growth, and national pride. Over time these designs evolved. Liberty appeared wearing a crown, holding a torch, standing proudly, or walking toward the sunrise. Each version told a story about the time in which it was created. Collectors today study these details carefully because small design differences can mean the difference between a common coin and a rare treasure. Now let us talk about the year 1996 and the famous mint mark D. The letter D on a coin means it was minted in Denver. The Denver Mint is one of the major coin production facilities in the United States. Millions of coins are produced there every year. But even when millions are made, certain coins can become rare due to small mistakes, limited production runs, or unique conditions during minting. When collectors examine a 1996 Liberty coin, they look for several important features. The first is the overall condition of the coin. Coins that have never been circulated and still shine like new are called mint state coins. These are often worth far more than coins that have scratches, wear, or damage. A perfectly preserved coin can sometimes sell for hundreds or even thousands of dollars depending on rarity. Another important factor is minting errors. Sometimes during the minting process something unusual happens. The coin may be struck slightly off-center, the design may appear doubled, or small marks may appear where they should not be. These mint errors are extremely exciting for collectors because they make a coin unique. Some collectors believe that certain rare variations of Liberty coins could reach very high market values if they have special features combined with perfect condition. Stories circulate online about coins being valued at extremely high numbers, sometimes hundreds of thousands of dollars. While these values are rare and only apply to the most extraordinary examples, they still inspire people everywhere to check their change. The design of Liberty coins also adds to their popularity. The elegant portrait of Liberty often features flowing hair, a confident expression, and detailed engraving that reflects the artistic talent of the mint engravers. On many Liberty designs you can also see stars, symbolic lettering, and the year of minting placed carefully around the portrait, collectors pay close attention to the smallest details. They examine the edges, the spacing of the letters, the clarity of the date, and the presence of the mint mark. Even the shine of the metal can affect value. A coin that still reflects light brightly may indicate it was preserved well over the years. The market for collectible coins continues to grow every year. Auctions, coin shows, and online marketplaces bring collectors together from around the world. Some people collect coins as a hobby, while others treat rare coins as long-term investments. A single rare coin discovered in a pocket change collection can sometimes change someone's life. Many famous coin discoveries started in the most ordinary places. People have found valuable coins in old jars, inherited collections, garage sales, and even in everyday pocket change. That is why coin enthusiasts always encourage people to check their coins carefully before spending them. The 1996 Liberty coin attracts attention because collectors are always searching for unusual variations and high-grade examples. If a coin from this year appears with extraordinary preservation or a rare minting feature, it could become highly desirable among collectors. Professional coin grading services can examine such coins and assign them an official grade, which helps determine their market value. Coin grading is a very detailed process. Experts use magnification and specialized lighting to inspect every surface of the coin. They check for scratches, wear, discoloration, and other signs of circulation. The better the condition, the higher the grade and often the higher the value. History plays a huge role in coin collecting. Each coin represents a small piece of time. When you hold a coin from the past, you are holding an object that has traveled through countless hands and witnessed many years of history. That sense of connection makes coin collecting exciting and meaningful. Some collectors focus only on Liberty designs because they love the symbolism and the historical importance. Liberty coins remind people of freedom and opportunity. These ideas are powerful and timeless, which is why the Liberty image remains one of the most recognized symbols in coin history. If you ever come across a 1996 Liberty coin, take a closer look before spending it. Check the date carefully. Look for the small d mint mark. Examine the surface for unusual details. Even if the coin is not extremely valuable, the thrill of searching and discovering is part of the fun of coin collecting. The world of coins is full of surprises. Hidden treasures can sometimes be sitting unnoticed in everyday change. That is why collectors say that every coin has a story waiting to be discovered. Thank you for watching Coins. If you enjoy learning about rare coins, hidden treasures, and fascinating coin history, make sure to subscribe and stay tuned for more incredible discoveries from the world of coin collecting.